So business intelligence. We spoke about decision intelligence, business intelligence. So business intelligence was focused earlier on reports using static dashboards and summaries. But this was understandable, useful for understanding performances of the company. But you have to leaves a gap between understanding and insight and action. So AI is transforming this landscape where you are enabled to take decisions, like helping organizations move from simply reporting to actively shaping the future. So this is what professionals need to understand: data, insights, action, and feedback. And this is how you have to tailor your work around. So what is the key points here? From reporting to decision intelligence. Decision intelligence is about integrating predictions, simulations, and scenarios, analysis of scenarios into daily decisions. So you have predictions, simulations. So basically, you can predict something based on data, or you can simulate based on some created data. And then you can have a what if analysis. What if this happens? What if this happens? So you can do all this number crunching, come up with some analysis, right? Now, if this is done instead of just summarizing the data. So AI can just try to answer what should we do next. So I had a project in my past project I had in my organization where I was working. It's about they had a lot of manpower around certain tasks, which were some of them were automated, something was manual. So in this, I ran a simulation about predicting how much manpower I'm going to need based on the growth of the technology, and that has helped to take the decision around how many people are required and what kind of technology is required at what accuracy. So that's a what if analysis, prediction, scenarios, all these things are very useful. So what are some practical applications? Uh, so for a business, you have leads. When you are having a business, you have something called leads. Leads are something which is leading towards the new business, some inquiries, and then has to be prioritized because suppose you have 20 leads in a particular day and you cannot handle them. So AI will analyze the leads and prioritize them. Uh, that is some practical application of the intelligence. So it's like companies are really using AI to drive decisions, not just theoretical. So now this profession, as a professional, you need to understand here on this slide. Is there a way to use a pointer? Let me see. How to use a pointer. Annotation.
Sorry, sir, what you need?
Pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the decision loop? Data gives you insights, gives you actions and feedback from that action. This is a loop. So you can meaningfully improve each step here. That is useful. That is what the role is actually. What does that mean? So from report production, you are moving to decision support experiences. So the idea is to embed your decision making systems directly into products and processes. So these insights are immediately actionable. So those who are into business, like those who are doing MBA, or they need to understand: are you enabling yourself to think about those skills, which will help you to do this, right? Towards designing systems that support real time decisions. That's what you need to think about.